You let the blade do the work, no real pressure whatsoever. You can see it cleans up that area really nicely. We're going to go ahead and push this back and actually remove all of this right here. It's just kind of excess flyaway, no real reason for that area, so it doesn't interfere with the haircut. It's going to clean everything up. It's important to always have this area damp and or wet. I personally prefer to saturate it, because if you saturate it, there will be no razor burn. If you use it 45 degrees off the skin or straight on like this, you are going to cut your client. So we need to make sure that it's parallel to the skin and that there's a great smooth surface for it to cut on. I'm working, her hair naturally grows this way, so if you notice, I'm combing it that direction. I've already prepped it with the blade glide on this side. Once again, laying it directly on the skin. No pressure whatsoever, letting the fresh blade do the work for you. So we've worked our way from the left side of her head all the way around, cleaned up the nape of her neck. Now we're going to go back in on this side. I felt a little bit more weight that I want removed, especially right through here. Still a little bit too heavy for my liking. So we're going to go in, remove a little bit more weight. Very strong, heavy-handed. One more right here. See that movement, visual, and then also tactile. You have to touch it, feel it, move it, see what it's going to do for the client. It has a lot of movement, a lot of shape. As a matter of fact, if she wanted to just let it dry naturally, she's got a lot of great natural bend and body and fluidity. And we've allowed for her curl to even pop up a little bit more that she may not have known that she had, having longer hair and heavier hair before. After we blow dry, we'll personalize this very front area, and then we'll be all finished and ready for the photo shoot. So we've got our all finished blow drying, and what we did is we used a little bit of the Set and Style spray of Nick Arrojo's as well as one of his styling creams, and it helped to give a nice polish and sheen to the hair. However, now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to remove this area through here. To do that, her natural part starts about here. So I'm going to start her diagonal at that section. Don't want to mess with the blow-dried section too much that I have. Tilt your head down, please. However, you can see it starts here and goes out to the high point of her eyebrow, and then it goes down to the other high point of her eyebrow. Underneath that is where we're going to cut. This area right here. I'm going to use our switchblade shears. The blade literally can be removed and switched whenever you're ready to have a new set of shears, and or you need to have your shears sharpened. There's no sharpening, just switching. And this is all underneath, so it's not going to be seen really within this haircut unless she wants it to be. All right, so now going into the main part of her fringe. Take it this way. Remember I said at the high point of the eyebrow to the other high point of the eyebrow. We're going to pull all this forward. Now, we have almost a full straight line. However, we're going to give it more of a diagonal and a point at her chin that's going to help it to where she can flip it either way, no matter how she wants to style her hair. We're going to go in diagonal, clip this back. Love our grip clips because they hold everything where they need to. I'm going to switch to our new Kaidens. These are amazing for any type of point cutting that we want to have done. They are as sharp as razor blades. The technology in which they are made is the same as our plier or straight razors, and they are the newest version of our switchblade shears. However, the other switchblade shears, as I'm sure you could tell, you can hear them. There's no bumper, there's no tension guard, and the finger holds are pretty much the exact same up and down. They're not offset really at all. However, we now have the Kaidens. The Kaidens have a tension. They also have a bumper here and an offset finger hold that we are all accustomed to now. They're also, in my opinion, better for point cutting because in our previous technology with the switchblade shears, we had a no-nip tip. And 20-30 years ago when we were doing a lot of blunt cutting, that was wonderful. However, now we do a lot of point cutting. So unfortunately, we don't need a no-nip tip. We need to really have a nice sharp edge at the point of our shears. I like to have it straight across this way, and then she will move it this way, and it creates a shorter to longer effect for that very first subsection. Now for this section, on the other hand, we see her shortest and longest point. I go in deep one way and take it the opposite. Now we have more of a point. Once again, high point of the eyebrow. We're going to go in, take off a little bit more of that corner, make it a little bit more precise, carving out, take out a little bit of that weight. Where it's shallow and at the eye, that's where we're going to remove the length. Moving it this way and cutting because it's very heavy. And then we're going to move it this way. The opposite direction, obviously, of how her hair grows. We'll go in. The whole time that I'm doing my carving, my shear is moving. Really liking what I see. We can see in this back area, lots of great movement, texture, if you will. Shows off the natural texture of the hair with the wave and the curl that she has. And I think it'll be a lot of fun and very, very fluid for her later on. What do you think, Miss Rosie? Has a lot of flexibility in this back area too. Flip it over, flip it around. You have a lot of different flexibility. Thank y'all so much for watching. This is Christy Waldrop with Jatai International. We'll see you next cut.